Right, hello and welcome to a bit of an extra one. It's Dudley Zoo. I haven't been, well, I know, to be fair, I normally do come here once a year in the summer. It's been just over a year since I came. It was like right at the beginning of the summer. I think it was my first summer video of last year, like at least the first place I did that I filmed anyway. But yeah, this is going to be good because the chairlift is back open, which I don't think it opened that long after I last went, to be honest. But it's normally shut at the beginning of the season when I've come here before, but this has now been fully refurbished, so it should just be back to annual maintenance again, because this place is almost open all year, so yeah. But it's a great zoo, there's a lot of animals here. They don't have elephants. They used to a long time ago. You can still see where they used to be, but they have got giraffes. They've got different apes, which West Midlands Safari Park doesn't have apes. So there's still definitely a lot of things here that I wouldn't have seen a couple of weeks. Well, it was last week when I went to West Midlands Safari Park. It's mainly because they only have quite big animals on there. Mainly because, and hopefully I get some wild cats as well here, because they just weren't there apart from the lions at the safari park, because it was all getting redeveloped and they'd moved them elsewhere, but I don't know where. They're not in a viewable area, I don't think. So there's definitely going to be a lot to see here that I couldn't see at the safari park. And yeah, it's always a place you come. Sometimes you'll see like different animals that you won't other times, but I'm mainly just hoping to see like the tigers, which you pretty much guaranteed, because there's always one right by the window. I think they alternate. I'm not 100% sure on that. Of course, there'll be meerkats because it is a zoo. There's not a zoo without meerkats in the UK. I refuse to believe that there's a zoo without meerkats. And there's different monkeys as well, which you don't have at the safari park because, well, there were a couple of types of monkey, but there's a lot more here. And that's basically because some safaris, they'll have the monkey on the safari, but they kind of climb over your car and stuff, and some people don't like it. It's hard to you sort of maintain that, the way of doing it, really. Like, people would complain, or even though there'd be signs saying it's at your own risk, or it happens too much, like they'll damage people's cars and people will be feeding them and they're not really supposed to, because they'll get crazy if they get fed, because they'll get used to it, and then because they're the kind of animal that would just keep asking for food, so that's why they don't do that. But here you have still got monkeys, and that is the thing. I do prefer zoos. I do prefer zoos because I do like the feature of driving through the safari, but there are a few viewing platforms for other animals, but not for all of them, and I feel like it's just nice to spend as long as you like with every animal, and that's kind of why I prefer just walking around. And that is something I noticed about Safari Park, that you kind of, once you've done the safari, because you do it once, which keeps it quieter, but once you've done it, there's just some animals at the back that you can't see again. So places like Blackpool Zoo, and I'd love to go to Chester Zoo. I did say I was going to go there, but I ended up going to Blackpool instead because it was just easier to get to. But places like that, you have got elephants there, and I'd love to go. Twycross as well, and Colchester. Yeah, they've got elephants, and that's my favourite part of zoos that have them. But they've also got, just, you could spend as long as you like. It's a lot more relaxed, I feel like, with the actual animal areas. So it feels more like more of an event that you come here to see the animals rather than drive through a safari and then do a few other things afterwards, you know. So, but yeah, I'm going to start with the chairlift and go up and then see what's up there. Hopefully the red pandas will be out, because it's very much a lottery. The red pandas and the sloths, it's a lottery whether you get them or not, because normally if you don't see them on a day, you can go back, but you probably still won't see them because they won't have moved that much. But yeah. Yeah, the baboons. Oh. Fighting over a rock. Oh. And there we go, watching baboons fighting over a piece of limestone, and then the others are just grooming each other, not caring at all. Oh yeah, that's just if you want to go straight back round again. This bit it looks new. Like, I don't know if there's any animals in there yet, but this is there's definitely new. Okay, wild painted dogs. Nothing in there yet though. Oh, at the top. It's not like Safari Park where you can see, like when they're all above and stuff, flying around. And they're even then, they're a lot more chilled out. They're not flying around, even in this bit. Probably can't even see them. They're all up there.
Oh, look at Mila. They're cute. Oh. The leaves that are... Oh, I just hit his head off the side. Oh, I was trying to get out and like bash the water. Frogs. Oh, okay. Ooh. Oh, this one's a big one.
No, a big thing.
Oh, yeah.
No, a big thing. Okay, let's see if the next one is given real power.
Oh, yeah. Bloody hell. Yeah, but I don't want to risk it, do you know what I mean? I don't want to get injured by
Yeah, we're an observer iguana.
well. Oh my god. Oh my god.
And then the babies, what the babies names, they're a bit easier.
Yeah, it's there.
This one. Meat.
Oh, I bet that.
No, Joe. And Sprout's baby. Do you think he looks like Sprout? Have a look.
One there and one up there.
Yeah, I've just got a picture of you. 2 babies?
That is too funny. That's very too funny. And I got ice jelly. Look, Daddy.
Oh God.
They look completely like out of proportion, don't they? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh.
That thing.
It's a low line. Oh, look at the baby. I can see him.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's cute. Can you see him?
Yeah, no. There's a boy.
Maya.
No,
He's
yeah.
not from there.
These animals then. We raised you with. Oh, wow. Not with all. We raised you.
Bushes in the way. Oh, you think they could live? They look very much like cats in a way. They look like, what's called one? How do you say what? Do you know what? I was taking a photo and it got my reflection, so it makes it look like I was standing there.
Oh. Oh.
Mom, you can't keep looking at us. It's like a weird animal. The bush dog.
Oh, oh my God.
It's so
Cute
nice.
face.
Put sharp them claws.
Yeah, the claw.
Is that green? Oh, it's a stick. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go look over there.
Oh, good. No.
Got that sign on the gate.
Oh, I didn't know about you, one, did I?
Oh man, if only I could have taken a picture.
Oh, Mum, got your
It's not a big now. bum pink.
I don't actually know what it is. No, I think it's something he's sitting on. I don't know, but it's something he's sitting on.
He's balancing on the thing. Like a balance.
What's darling? Come on, let's go.
It looks like a ball.
Carly G, come on. That one doesn't seem to know where it's going, I think. So he was biding his time. He did know where he was going.
And there we go, that's it from Dudley Zoo. I don't know if this has been, it's probably one of those where I don't think it's a very long video, and then it is. But yeah, it's got really quiet this afternoon. I think it's just one of those places, it just does. But yeah, it's been great. I feel like there's a lot that's been updated. This is the most I've seen where enclosures have been refurbished, and just some little works like replacing fences. It just makes such a difference when something, you could just tell that it's been looked after, considering that, you know, these enclosures have been here for many years. Just that when you see that it's all been redone, it's just nice. So they've done a lot of, there's still a couple of buildings that really look tired. Like there's the area by the lions that I think is empty. I think it was some sort of discovery centre before. That still needs some work. And then there's the other discovery centre with the parrot is. Still an accessible building for the public. Although that's the first time I've ever seen it open. But if you look at all the side, it's all overgrown. There's like twigs and stuff growing up it. It just, that really needs, potentially you could move the parrot that's in there, and if you need to keep anything else, and just demolish it, and, you know, put the parrot in somewhere else, or put him in a temporary enclosure somewhere else, and then build a new building there, because it would be nice. You know, it just looks, if it's possible to like give the outside a refurbishment. But I didn't see because there's been a few animals I haven't really looked at today, because I mainly wanted to sort of, there were certain animals I wanted to see more than others, because I've seen other ones. I've been here so many times that there's a few animals I've seen quite a lot before that, you know, it's mainly, I'm happy to have seen the sloths and the red pandas, especially the red pandas. That's the most I've ever seen them, I think. So that was great, and obviously the animals that you don't see at many of the zoos. But there is a monkey enclosure. I'm pretty sure I filmed it before, so you'll have seen it if you've seen a previous video. That is next to that, and once you go down, it's a bit of a dead end, but that building just looks so just overgrown, and it's so weird because this place has really come a long way in the last few years, and everything feels so fresh. There was a point when I think a lot more felt tired, and, you know, sort of, especially with it being like a zoo in a, it's a very historic zoo, but I think they'd let things age a little bit, and especially with it being in like a town that's, you know, it's an average British town kind of thing. You need it to stand out as like a nice attraction, a draw to the area, like the Black Country Museum and the Dudley Canal Trust. and that's exactly what it's become now, and that's really great. So yeah, it is great. I think, I'm not sure what my favourite. I think I like the fact that they've got different apes that you don't see, like chimps and orangutans. Like if you go to Blackpool, yes, they've got orangutans, but they've got gorillas, but they haven't got chimps. So you get to see different types of ape. There's no apes at the safari park either, so that was really good. And no monkeys as well. We've got to see some. Well, I thought they were baboons, but they're not. They're gelato, I think, or is that? I don't think I'm pronouncing that right because that's an ice cream. But they're, underneath the chairlift. They have a bit indoors there, and they look like baboons, but I don't think they are. I think they are monkeys because they're not apes, but they're a different type. I believe anyway. Yeah, the lions is the only sad thing. I didn't see any lions. Saw one tiger. There's normally 2 tigers though. But yeah, no lions underneath that building. I didn't see the lemurs, but we kind of bypassed that because I've seen them before. It's something you could do. I've spent the whole day here, but you could if you're spending longer with some of the animals, then you can. I mean, I know I started a couple of hours after it actually opened, but well, I probably didn't mention that. But yeah, it's almost part closed now, and I've seen all the main animals, and if there's anything I haven't seen, it's somewhere local I could come back to, and I've seen them like last time I went, like the land train. I did that last time to go up the hill, but the chairlift's the land train takes you all around that edge, but the chairlift's just a much more unique way. There's not many chairlifts in the UK, let alone in zoos, especially that go over animals, because if you look at the top bit, yeah, the sort of beginning bit is literally just enclosed away from the animals that are there, but when you get to near the top, there is a little bit that goes in under the chairlift where the animals are. I don't think I've seen them in there, but they can go in there if they want. Like you could sort of see how it kind of goes in under the chairlift a little bit, and then there's another type of monkey on the other side, but I haven't seen them. I think I saw them last time though, because I went in the building. But yeah, and there is a little fair. It's all kids rides. There is a dodgems and a coaster, and I have filmed on the coaster before. I've been on it twice. I've got the credit a good few years ago now, so now I've done it, I don't need to do it. It is an upcharge, the rides. Like the chairlift and the land train are included, but those rides are an upcharge. So once you've done the coaster, I'm not that bothered. The dodgems would be alright, but the thing is, when I'm in the mood for this, I'm in a zoo, I don't. With the safari park, it's a little bit different because you're in like a separate area. You've seen the animals, and you're in the mood for the rides, and you want to. You can see the animals if you want to, and you're still interested. Whereas here, it's like I'm just not in the mood as much for it. Like I hadn't done the coaster for a while. I fancied getting a bit of footage and going on it again. But now I'm here for the zoo. But it's a fantastic zoo. It's definitely got better. Like I said, there's a few improvements, but hopefully they'll get to those if they're refurbishing more. Because last time the orangutan bit had just been redone. Because they've been working on that for a while, and now they've done a lot more. The bush dogs, I'm pretty sure they were, or the painted dogs, they were here. I'm pretty sure they were here before. The bush dogs were, because I remember that enclosure, but I think it's been extended and refurbished. But I think there's painted dogs. I don't think they were there. I can't remember what was there before though. But yeah, there's a few areas I've missed. I've seen them before, and I can see them next time as well. So yeah, that is it. And I think my next video is going to be my next Planet Coaster video, which isn't Southport, it's Thorpe Park Phase 2, because I really wanted to build Ghost Train, so I've done it again. At least there is definitely a video, it's just not going to be the one I said it was going to be, and then it'll be Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and I'll put a couple of shorts up from Safari Park as well, but I didn't end up putting some footage into the video, so I'll put them up separately. But yeah, and then that's it for the summer then. But I can't wait to get back on Valhalla, and then it'll be Scarefest and Great Yarmouth. So there's still a lot to come this year, even if it's not in the summer. It's weird because this is one of the last things I've done this summer, and it was the first thing I did last year. But still, it's great to always come back normally once a year. to Dudley Zoo, and especially the fact that I've been to 2 animal locations really close together and they've got different animals, so it's always great to come here.